We know you love adventure.
I do. I love it.
So, what kind of adventure activities did you?
Well, I was going to the gym there every other day almost, and I went to like a different gym every time. And then the one day we did a lot of action adventure things, was not just Big Buddha, but also when we went to do water sports. That was insane. So basically I got to do paddle boarding, which you can do seated and you can do it standing. So I started off doing it seated because I had a really good instructor, so he was teaching me. And then I got to stand on it. And I didn't think about it, I didn't think I'd be scared of it or whatever. And because I was like, I'll just do it. So I went and I did it, and we went like really far out into the ocean, because it wasn't like in a park, it was in the ocean, you know. So if something happens, it happens for real. You fall into the ocean, you know, like, which has endless depth to it. But it was insane. I had so much fun doing that. And so I got so excited. Then he said, okay, do you want to try wakeboarding? And I said, yeah man, let's do wakeboarding. So I have never done wakeboarding in my life before. I skateboarded a little bit in high school, but not enough to be like, it's the same thing, I totally get it. No, it's not the same thing, it's completely different. One is on land, one is in water, and one you're on a board which your feet are stuck to. And man, it was just like I've been deep sea diving as well, and it's the same thing. You get so overwhelmed with all the sensations happening, because you're in water, you're out of your element. We're supposed to be on land and we were in water, what? And then you're obviously wearing like this wetsuit, and then forget about the temperature, it's hot and the water's cold, and then your feet are stuck in this board, and then you realize you can't move your lower body without moving your entire lower body, and you have to hold this little rope thing with this little handle on it, and then the guy's giving you instructions and you're just like, what's happening? Because there's itni nayi cheezein ho rahi hai, and you're just like, oh my god, like all unfamiliar, you don't know what's happening, there's so much uncertainty and whatever. But I just really wanted to do it. So the first time I asked him, I was like, am I going to fall? He's like, yeah. I was like, what? Why am I going to fall? I was like, I'm strong, man. I can do this. Just explain to me what I have to do, you know.
Did you fall?
Yeah, I got wiped out every time. I was shooting my own version of Wipeout in that segment that day. I'm serious. I was like, if anybody wants to know what Wipeout is like, watch this. Because I was just like, one after the other, after the other, after the other. I must have fallen like 5 times back to back to back. I was also getting up, but I was also getting completely wiped out. And I was getting fully discouraged. I was like, kya ho raha hai yaar, mere se ho raha nahi and all that. I don't want to do it. I've swallowed so much water, and like full sulking was happening, sulk mode. And then he was like, no, you're doing good. No one can usually stand. So everyone was like in the boat, they were just like, no, you can do it, just do it. And I was like, I don't want to do it. But I tried it again. And I think the last time I did it, I stayed up for a little while at least. But like it was enough for me to be like, okay, one more time, you know. But yeah, it was hard, man. So yeah, and my forearms, my upper back were hurting up until 2 days ago. I came back on Saturday. My arms must stop hurting only on Monday, I think, yeah. It was very sore. My forearms got so sore doing that. It was mad. Full workout. Alright, you guys, so this was Anoop and Bani J signing off. Thank you so much for watching. This was us on the Facebook Live and of course on the episode as you guys just saw. Please log on to India.com for iTrip 2 if you want any more information about the details, about the trips, anything like that. There's a lot of good stuff there you can check out. And yeah, that's about it. So like, share, comment, give us lots of thumbs ups. You know what it is, so go do it. Bye!